Good morning, students. Let's start our next topic. Wind currents are generated due to uneven heating of the earth. This involves two parts: uneven heating of equator and pole, and another one is due to uneven heating of land and sea. So in this video we see that how wind currents are generated due to uneven heating of equator and pole. This it is our earth, this is the sun, this is the equator region, and these are the polar regions. Due to less distance from the sun of the equator get maximum heat from the sun, and polar regions due to the large distance gets minimum heat from the sun. So due to the heat of the sun, the air near the equator gets heated, and we know that heated air rises upward. So the cool air from the polar regions sinks downward. It may be in the either side, and the cool air sinks downward. So it is a continuous movement. This is the equator, this is the pole. Equator gets maximum heat, so the heated air rises upward, and the polar region, from the polar region, the cold air sinks downward. That's a cycle is formed, that air from the equator rises upward and the cold air from the polar region sinks downward. A cycle is formed, and when this air moves in a cycle, wind currents are generated or produced. Next, wind currents are produced due to the uneven heating of land and sea. As we know that our earth surface has land surface and oceans or sea surface, or we can say water surfaces. So heat from the sun falls on the land as well as on the sea. But land gets heated faster as compared to water, and also cools down faster as compared to water. So during the daytime, land gets heated faster than sea. So land gets heated and sea at cold. So air from the land rises upward, because due to the sun's heat, land gets heated and air above the land also gets heated, and heated air rises upward. So for taking this place, the cold air sinks downward from sea. So the air blows from sea to land during the daytime, and when cold air from the sea moves towards the land during the daytime, that is known as sea breeze. So what is sea breeze? During the daytime, when air from the land gets heated and moves upward, and the cold air moves from sea to land, this is known as the sea breeze. But during night time, sun is not present, but during the daytime, land gets heated, sea also gets heated at equal temperature, but during night, land gets cold faster than sea. So sea at heat and land at colder region. So now at night, the air over the sea gets heated and rises upward, and at night the air blows from land to sea during night. When air blows from land to sea, that is known as land breeze. Land breeze. So what is land breeze? During night, the air above the sea gets heated and rises upward, and the cold air from the land moves towards the sea. That is known as land breeze. So land breeze and sea breeze are due to the wind currents. So that all about the wind currents are generated due to uneven heating of the earth. So let's move to our another topic, that is thunderstorm. What is thunderstorm? An atmospheric condition in which heavy rainfall along high speed winds, lightning and thunder. This atmospheric condition is known as a thunderstorm. Now, how these thunderstorms are formed? When this is the formation of thunderstorm. First, as the temperature rises up, strong upward winds are produced. Due to the sun's heat, air gets heated on the earth's surface, and always heated air rises upward. When heated air rises upward in the atmosphere, the cold air sinks downward, and this upward movement of air continuously moves up and up and up in the atmosphere. And so as the temperature rises up, strong upward winds are produced, and these winds carries water droplets upward. When this heated air rises upward, it also carries water vapors. Water vapors are present in the air. So along with these heated air, water vapors also rises upward. These water droplets freeze and fall as rain. When these water vapors reaches at a certain height in the atmosphere, suddenly the temperature drops and they freeze and comes as rain. When these water droplets moves down along with the rising air, causes lightning and sound. When these water vapors condense, freeze and comes as rain, so when these water droplets are coming towards the earth's surface, heated air or rising air, they collide with each other and produces lightning and along with a sound, and this phenomena is known as the thunderstorm. So this thunderstorm is an atmospheric condition in which heavy rainfall along with high speed winds, lightning and thunder, and this is the formation about the thunderstorm, how thunderstorms are formed. That is all due to the wind currents. So during thunderstorms, what effective safety measures we should use? So first, do not take shelter under an isolated tree because there is more chances for lightning. So never take shelter under an isolated tree. Second one is, if you are in a forest during thunderstorm, take shelter under a small tree because there is less chances to strike lightning under a small tree. Third one is, do not use an umbrella with metallic end because metals are good conductors. Next one is, do not sit near the window. Next one is, do not take shelter under metallic shells because metals are again good conductor of lightning. Next point, if you are in a bus or a car, stay inside it because bus or car is safe place for you at that time. Next one is, if you are in water bodies, please come out and go inside the building because building is safer place, and again water is a good conductor, there is more chances for lightning. So these are few effective measures which we can take during the thunderstorm to protect ourselves. So in our next video we will read about the cyclones, how cyclones are formed, how is the formation, what is the structure of cyclone, what are the safety measures we will use, and about the tornadoes. We will read about cyclones and tornadoes in our next video. Thank you.